Okay, so good evening everyone. Welcome to 10 Luminous Emanations. And as every week, we're starting with the connection with the words of the Ari. לפני הצמצום היה אין סוף ממלא כל המציאות. דע, כי טרם שנאצלו נאצלים ונבראו נבראים, היה אור עליון פשוט, ממלא כל המציאות, ולא היה שום מקום פנוי בבחינת אוויר ריקני וחלל, אלא היה הכל ממולא מן אור אין סוף פשוט ההוא, ולא היה לו לא בחינת ראש ולא בחינת סוף, אלא הכל היה אור א' פשוט, שווה בהשוואה א', והוא הנקרא אור אין סוף. So, someone would like to share with us, like, what was the light work of last week? Did we have light work? Sure we have.
Yes.
Do you remember what was the light work? It means you didn't do homework, so should I call your parents?
We spoke about peaceful mind, how to use the tools to be able to tap into the truth.
Yeah, this week I didn't text you
Oh yeah.
the summary. Yeah, this way. So now you can have excuse. Now you can all have excuse. Oh, but I didn't. Yeah.
I had this
So peaceful mind, right? We talked about, the question was, what is peaceful mind? And how can I know when I have a peaceful mind that I have peaceful mind? Because if I don't remember what does it mean peaceful mind, so I'm looking for something I don't know what does it mean. So we said, remember, if I have it, maybe I don't know what to do with it, maybe I will get bored. You know, because I don't know if you know, but from negativity or from negative thoughts, we are receiving energy. We're receiving light. But this light doesn't stay in the vessel. Because if you didn't receive light, so automatically you don't want to get angry or not getting upset or not blaming, not judging, no evil tongue. Because what's happened at the time that we taking the negative action, when we're doing a negative action, at that time we feel energized. We feel powerful, right? So we feel the power that I can do and say anything that I want, right? When I feel the empty space, when I'm done. When I stop to get upset and angry, after a few minutes when I'm coming down, right? When I come down, now suddenly I start to feel the emptiness. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, what's happened? What's happened when we doing a short, this is why it's called short circuit. The negativity, it's short circuit. Why? I'm disconnecting myself from tree of life. The same when the Rav explained about the light bulb. What's happened before the darkness? There is a huge light, an explosion. And this is the same what happened to us when we do in a short circuit. There's a huge light, I feel like so strong, and then pop! Suddenly I feel like, oh, I feel I need to go to sleep. Oh, I don't have energy. But what's happened? Like hour ago, you've been arguing and you have like so much power. Where all your power went? Okay, so it means from negativity, from short circuit, we do receive light. But this light doesn't stay in the vessel because it's a short circuit. So this light, like the Rav explained in one of the videos, it's called Avera. What is Avera? Leha'avir. We're transforming the light, we're giving it to the opponent. So we become to be like agents of the opponent. Taking pure light and give it to the opponent. This is called Avera. Okay, so this is why, for us to create that borders between short circuit and the light, it's not easy sometimes. Because most of the day, it's like, we can do even like small short circuits, and we feel like, I still have battery. So I'm still doing things, right? Even you're thinking about something that happened in the morning, or with your boss, or with your friend, even though you don't feel so good about it, but you're still thinking about it, right? So it means it keeps you busy. But you're busy with what? Not with the light, with negativity. But still you're receiving energy. So it keeps you going. It doesn't make sense, but we do that. So you're still working, in your workplace, but still you have like a negative thought, but you're still moving, right? It's crazy. Then you come in home, you say, my God, I'm so tired, I need to go to sleep. But why are you so tired? Why are we so tired? Not because we really worked hard today. Because all those negative thoughts makes us tired. And pay attention, when we deciding to change and to fight our opponent, and when we're more aware about what's going on in my mind, and I'm more proactive during the day, what will happen? I'm going to be less tired. Now, how you know that? I will give you an example. You know those things that you're supposed to do at home, and you don't have time for them? To put to put a nail and to hang up a picture, or to fix something, right? You have some, right? And you never have time for that. And you said, you know what? When I will have a day off or Sunday, I'm going to do it. No, and you come into Sunday, you have a day off, and like you get like, no, you know what? I'm tired. Maybe I should stay in bed. I will lie down. We'll rest. You know what? You become to be more lazy. When you're going to do it, in your most busy and proactive day, you're going to come home, and suddenly you're going to finish all of those small tasks. Not in the time that you're resting. Not in the time that you really, when I have time, I will do it. It's not true. Because in that day, and we don't know which day, because we're supposed to do it every day, but sometimes it happened to us, and we don't even know how it happened, right? We're making a decision, and we have that day that we proactive most of the day, and suddenly even in the office, with your friends, you're making phone calls, text messages, you feel, right? Then you come home, so you think like, oh, I'm going to rest, and you come home and like, you just continue. Taking the nail, put the nail, finish everything, put it in the oven, cooking, like you finish so many things in the day. You feel amazing, then you go to sleep. Not because you're exhausted, because that's it, you go to sleep. It's time to charge your battery. You have those days sometimes? Okay. Why I can't repeat those days? Why day after I can't wake up, repeat. Just plain repeat. And have the same behavior. Why I can do that? We're not asking ourselves those questions. If I felt such an amazing day, and was a fulfilling day, that I finished so many things in that specific day, why I can't do it the next day, and the following day, and the next day? Why? Because if I'm behaving in this proactive way, I can stay connected, and I can finish much more things. Yes or no? So let's see. I don't know. So I was saying, remember we finished last week, we talked about the the difference with the bitter and sweet and all the opposites. And what I was explained that here in this world, whatever we see like it's opposite, right? And there is separation. In the upper worlds, from the point of the light, it's all one. Everything is one. There's no separation. There's no separation. So he's saying, "Kol ze kalul ke'echad be'oro pashut." And again, the Rabbi reminding us at the simple light. Everything is one. Everything is one at the simple light. Again, we explained many times just to remind us, what is a simple light? Now think about it, right? We think complicated. If someone will come and explain to you like something simple, something in a simple way, I'm not sure. Let me check more. But if somebody will come and tell you like a word you don't understand, it will sound like, wow, this guy is very smart. How do you know he's smart? He just say like bombastic words you don't understand even. So, no, but it sounds like, wow, we know a lot. Right? So this is actually how we think. We think that everything needs to be complicated, like telenovela in our brain, right? Complicated and this and and then I will find the answer. But the Kabbalah is telling us the light is simple. If you think simple, the light is simple. You know, it's like I'm telling you, bring me a cup, I will pour water into your cup, right? I will fulfill the cup, right? It's simple or not? That's it. So the God telling us, prepare a vessel, I will fulfill the vessel. That's it. What's complicated here? No, just a second, I'm not sure, let me think about it. So, at the physical world, we can understand, it's very simple, right? But in the spiritual levels, we start to create what? Complications. Why we can't think simple? It's simple. Because the light works simple. The answers are very simple. But usually we don't want to listen to the simple answer. Even if you're going to get a message, you're asking a question, right? From the cosmos, from the light, from the creator. And you're going to receive an answer. You know how many times we're judging the answers that we're receiving? Because it sounds to me so simple. No, it can't be. No. What do you mean? You ask the light, they don't give you the answer, and you no. So you argue with the light. So you think what the light is doing? Said, okay, so do whatever you want, please. What do you want from me? You ask me, I told you you don't want to do it. Okay, please go. Because we don't really connect in cause and effect. We don't really connect in that if I will move this, let's say the light tell you, just move this bottle to the right. That's it. And now I changed like a lot of movies just by me moving this bottle. But I don't think I changed a lot of movies right now. And because of this simple action, right? I changed a lot of movies, and for me even. But I don't think like that. No. Yeah, really? But how many times you heard about the butterfly effect? Yes or no? So if the butterfly can create an hurricane, right? In Florida, if he turn suddenly in Japan, so why my words cannot create new reality? Or my actions, or my behavior? Why I don't believe in that? You know why we don't believe in that? How we know we don't believe in that? Because we don't pay attention to what's going on during the day. During the day, I don't really have control. Because still my way of expressing things, it's still in what? In a separated way. Not in a unified way. And our job here in this world, one of our jobs is to unify everything and to see everything as one. And what is my work that I need to do in this big machine? And this is what I was like reminding us. כל זה כלול כאחד, one, באורו הפשוט, at the simple light, inside of the simple light, everything is one. So if I can cleave myself with a simple light, I can receive everything I need. Because everything is one. So imagine suddenly you have the knowledge of everything. You know everything. Any answer, for any question, you will know. Would you like to have that? Yes. Now the question, what I'm willing to do. Because you know, the main work, it's here. It's here. You know, one of the things that, and I will remind you, and all of us, that what Rav Ashlag told a student of Banvine, he told him, you need to find a job that your body will be busy and your mind will be free. Why? Because when my body is busy, right, now I can free my mind to study. When my body is not busy, now I have a lot of empty space. And you can check it out, you know, when let's say, okay, let's say your job right now, you're not working outside in the sun and with hammer with nails. But when you're doing something hard, that your body is busy, let's say you go to the gym and really working out, you don't really think. It's hard for you. But you don't pay attention that your mind is clear right now. Because now your body is so busy, you jump in, you this, doing different things. It's free. You can connect now. But we don't pay attention. We just need to start to pay attention what's going on. So what does it mean for me? It means that I need to find the way in my thoughts and in my life how I can connect to that simplicity, to that light, simple light, that I can receive answers. It's like, again, like a radio. Just tune your thoughts. So if I'm less and less reactive, less and less judging, upset, and all of those negative energies, so more and more I can connect to the simple light. Okay? The way that the Kabbalists, they used to make their connections, 24 hours they've been connected with the upper worlds. So it says that the Kabbalists, they could speak with any person in the world. Even the simple person that we don't sometimes pay attention to. But what's the difference? They download the energy that the person needs right now to his life. It's not from me or from what I read in all the books. It's what the person needs right now that I can elevate him. Imagine that we have this ability that anyone that you're going to speak with, right? You will know what you should say right now, specific to that moment, that will elevate the person to his next level. And you're not talking from all of your career and your high school and your college and no. Because sometimes, many times we're not really answering to what we're supposed to answer. We're just mumbling a lot of ego. We're drowning the person with a lot of ego. The end of the conversation doesn't understand what you need to do. So we waste our time, we waste his time, we created more empty space. And we think, I don't know, but I try to help. He doesn't listen. Listen to what? To your ego? What do you mean doesn't listen? Did you connect? When we're asking people, we're actually asking the light. Because I'm asking right now from the person to be my channel. Even we don't say it. When we choose someone to ask, so I feel right now he can be my channel, right? You can do like an experiment. I did once in New York. Sometimes Karen, our teacher Karen Berg, right? She go to random people in the street or in the center, to workers, and ask them serious questions about the center or about life. Like very serious questions. Even decisions, right? And you can say, well, how come? Like this person maybe didn't even went to college. Like how, it's not about the person. But right now, I'm receiving the answer from the light. From the light. Not from the person. So you can try it on. Ask a question. Ask the light question. It's not easy what I'm telling you, but it's very powerful. I did it in New York. It's very hard because you need to break your ego because you fight in your brain. You think, people will think I'm crazy. Like, who am I? But who cares, Ask a question, like the light, and then choose random people in the street or in the mall, whatever. Just go to them, say hi, and ask directly, do you have a message for me? You're laughing, huh? You want the message from the light? You're going to be amazed when you overcome your negative thought and your ego. You're going to receive. It's just to practice. One of the stories that one of the teachers, there's many stories, but one of the teachers shared with us that one day the Rav told him, listen, I need you to come with me to Rav Ashlag. I think they've been in Tel Aviv, in Israel. So, okay, so the teacher at the beginning, he drive the Rav, they went to Rav Ashlag. So he heard, the Rav is talking with Rav Ashlag and, loud, and so, okay. So then the Rav came and said, okay, we're going, we need to leave. Okay. But the Rav told the teacher, I'm driving. Now, the Rav, he came from the States. I'm not sure if he could drive in Israel. Said, okay, the Rav asked me to drive, okay, drive, And he says, the Rav was driving like so fast, like crazy. He said, I'm sitting and I said, oh, what's going on? Really fast. And suddenly the police, woo, 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 woo. The police stopped him. So the teacher started to say, oh my God, whoa, what's going to happen with the Rav? He can't drive in Israel. And now police, what are we going to do? He said, so the police officer, right, he stopped them in the side. He came to the car. And he started to ask from the Rav for driver license and stuff. He said, so the Rav started to talk with him. He said, but the Rav is talking with him, and I couldn't understand nothing. He said next to him. He said, I couldn't understand a word what the Rav telling him. And he was talking with him. The guy come back. He mumbled something to the Rav. He said, I couldn't understand what he's saying, the police officer. And he said, have a safe drive, and he left. And the Rav suddenly drive regularly, slowly, and continue. And the teacher said, I didn't understand what's going on, right? Like a different movie, like a different place. And then they start to drive, and the Rav told the teacher, I just received now the answer from Rav Ashlag. Yeah, for us, it can like, oh, this is nonsense. What are you talking about? No, it's a real thing that happened in Israel. This is one of the a lot of stories, right? But when we're talking about connecting with the light, who says it's going to make sense? We're looking for answers that will make sense to me. Or we even choosing how to receive the answer. So let's say if I'm asking someone a question, I'm planning how you should answer me. And if you not answer me the way I want it, let's fight right now. So it means I'm deciding everything. We're trying to control everything. The question and the answer. So if you know already what you're looking for an answer, so why are you even asking? Do you understand? So we're not really asking. We're looking for approval. That what I'm doing, it's okay. But if it's okay, why I'm not receiving what I want to receive? Why I still don't have the fulfillment? So all this mess that we're going through every day, we have to stop those patterns. And we said, that's it. No. I have to start to change. And we have to start with small actions. Because we have to start to see it. It's already so built in that we don't see it. So it's like we're doing the same mistakes every day. And we hope that tomorrow will be better. How? How tomorrow will be better if I'm not changing something today? If today I didn't overcome something, or I break something, how it will be better? And I'm still seeing everything as a separate thing, not as a whole. הרב אשג saying, בלי שום הכר והבדל ביניהם כלל, אלא במושג אחד, יחיד ומיוחד אחד. מורה שהוא בהשוואה אחת. Everything is one. There's no separation, there's no different. Everything is one. יחיד מורה על הנמשך ימנו, שגם כל אלו הריבועים הם אצלו יתברך בצורה יחיד כמו עצמותו יתברך. So he's saying, all what we can imagine as like separate things, right? From the point of the creator, it's all one, and they're all the same. The water, the table, this, everything is the same. It's DNA. So it's not like, oh, this is a remote control, and this is the job of the remote control. Oh, this is water, and no. From the point of the creator, everything is one, the same DNA. There's no separation. For us, again, it's hard to get it. But we want to connect with this place of like, there's no separation. Because what we have, last week we asked this question, what does it mean peaceful mind? Right? We have confusion all the time. Do you feel confused or no? You know, we know what we know, and it's very limited. Doesn't matter how many years you study in college and how many certificates you have on the wall, okay? But it's still limited, it's still 1%. And then when someone or something happened that you don't have any idea what's happened to you, in a second you get confused. With all of those certificates on the wall. With all college, with all what we know. What's happened? You know, this world showing us that doesn't matter how smart you are, you can't handle simple things. What is simple things? Can you help me to understand what I just said? No simple things? Everything complicated? What are simple things in our life? That we think they are simple, but they're not really simple.
Being nice.
What?
Being nice.
Okay, be nice. What else?
Smile.
Smile. What else?
Proactive.
Proactive. Don't be afraid, just, there's no wrong answers, guys. Don't be afraid to say whatever you want. Whatever comes to your mind.
Everything is
Okay, but give me examples. Everything is a big word. Like somebody said, I love you. What do you love about me? Oh, I love you. What do you love about me? What do you love in me, right? I love you, okay? It's a big word, I love you. What do you love in me? What do you see that maybe I don't see? Yes? Or maybe you're afraid to ask what you love in me because maybe you will leave. So just stay, don't go. You love me, okay? Shh. No questions. Right? So what else?
Some questions. When somebody asks you something about something, you connect and answer something simple or complicated.
Mundane things, right? Mundane things that we have in every day. Relationships. Do you have relationships? Yes. Relationships, this is what it's called relationships, right? Supposed to have circuitry, right? Supposed to have simplicity. But why we can't handle relationships? It's very hard for us to handle relationships. So imagine how much we study, how whatever educated we can be when it comes to mundane and simple things, we can't create circuitry. Yes or no? Maybe we have one person that actually we have good relationship with, but what about the rest? Yes? And this is kind of mundane because most of our day we're busy with relationships, different type of relationships, not just love relationships, different type of relationships. So how come, if this is my mundane thing, how come with all what I know, somebody come and push my button, I'm freaking out. Like, what? The animal coming out, what? You study so much, you have like this, that, IQ and whatever, and you, I don't know, you have a company, you're a professor, whatever. It's like, what's going on? We laugh because it happened to all of us. Why? Because you know why? Because we're hiding behind those certificates, behind of our ego. When somebody come and ask you, who are you? Or what do you do, right? Or, not what you do, actually, who are you, right? So usually what we will answer, who are you? If you ask yourself, I'm telling you right now, make a list. Write down, who I am. Yes? It's a clear question, it's English?
Who am I?
Who am I? Okay, so it's Hebrew, okay. So who am I? For the recording, it was Hebrew, sorry. Who am I? What are you going to answer? Maybe it's going to be your light work. Who am I? And you need to make a list. What are you going to write down? Please.
I am female. I am female.
Female, Kabbalah student.
A spiritual being having a human experience.
A spiritual being having what?
Human experience.
Human experience. Nice. No, beautiful. It's good. Yeah, so write it down. Yes, what else?
I am a mother.
A mother, beautiful.
I'm a spiritual being having a human existence.
Oh, nice. Okay.
My wife.
Guys, you need to write down your answers because I'm not sure you're going to remember next week.
I'm a child of the Most High God.
You're what, sorry?
I'm a child of the Most High God. How's that?
Okay. No, you're asking me. This is your answer. I'm just asking the questions. But those are the answers in this classroom. Okay? In real life, not in the class. This is not what we're going to answer. Because if somebody will ask you the question, you're going to answer right away what you are doing. You're going to answer. You might remember a situation from your life. Oh, just pay attention. You're going to answer, what are you doing? Like, I'm a teacher, I'm a doctor, I'm an employee, I have a company, whatever. You're going to talk more about your ego, and not about really about your soul. Here, you're giving me answers because you study Telomid examinations. So those answers, those soul answers. This is why here this is the lab. We practice in here, but we need to go and to continue practice in our 1% lives. As I'm saying, here it's easy, but out there, in real life, we need to do the same as we say in here, right? But you're going to see that you're not going to answer like that. No, listen, you see all of those certificates? This is me. And you want me to not to tell you what I did in my life? Come on. So it's already built in. And right away we're given those answers. But nobody asks us what we are doing. Okay, who am I? So I need to check just a second, So I'm a soul, I'm a spirit. And I'm here to do corrections, so just a second. So I need to less and less connect with the body consciousness, more with the soul consciousness. And then I can connect with the whole, with the one, with that special energy in me. Because each one of us is unique, is very special, very, very special. Because each one of us is a spark of the light of the Creator. And each one of us supposed to complete its mission, and then we are one. But if I'm busy most of the day at the 1% world, and the mundane things actually bothers me, and I'm so focused on them, I'm disconnecting myself. This is kind of like a short circuit. I'm cutting the wire, I'm disconnecting from the light of the Creator. And then I have expectation that something will change. If you will change, I will feel better. So let me fight with you and change you, and then I'll feel peaceful mind. No, you are not going to feel peaceful mind. You know why? Because the person doesn't want to change. And the more you're going to push his buttons, he's going to fight you more. And you're going to waste more time. You really want someone to change? Change yourself. Because the Kabbalist explained, it's work the opposite. When you change in yourself, the light that you revealed while you're changed, this light will enforce the other person to change. Not you. The light of your change will enforce the other person to change. Not you. So what's happened when we're deciding to do something, we try that everybody around us will do the same. Check it out, you will see. If you're suddenly going to read an article about a new diet, you're going to be excited about it. What automatically you do? You try to engage more people to do it with you. But they don't want to. Who told you? You're excited, do it by yourself. Be an example. Then people will see you. Oh my God, you look amazing. Now what do you think would happen? This energy will encourage them to do the same. We're saying, you need to live by example, no? It's just a nice saying, no? No, let me convince you to change. No. This is not one. So he's saying, מורה על הנמשך הימנו, שגם כל הריבועים הם אצלו יתברך בצורה יחיד, כמו עצמותו יתברך. ומיוחד מורה הגם שהוא פועל ריבוי הפעולות. You know, so he says like this energy is so special. You know, the energy of the light of the Creator, the עצמותו. It's like, it's something we can't really, you know, there's no even words to explain that. But they're saying like that special light of the Creator, of like the unified form of the Creator, from that unified form, there are so many activities that coming out. Because if we look at the world, right, look how many like things, you know, like details exist from what? From that unified light. You know, we can't even hold in our brain all of those details. It's very hard for us. It's happened to you once when you go to the mall, you start to get headache? No, maybe women not, but I don't know. It's happened to me, you know, when there is so many details in a store, I get headache. I can't stay in the store. And you know, thank God, you go in here to the mall and you go into one store, it's like huge, and so many details, like oh my God. I don't know if it happened to you, but maybe you're excited to buy stuff, so I get headache. So many, it's like I can't hold all those details, like, okay, let me go home. I need to rest now, I need to sleep. So maybe it happened to us in different places. Maybe in a party, each person will catch him in a different place. Maybe for me it's those huge stores. Maybe for you it's like different things, you know. Maybe with a lot of people in a party or restaurant or I don't know. So what does it mean? It means like, you know, it says we can't really handle all the details that exist in the world in our brain. But we just need to see and to appreciate how many details comes out from the light of the Creator. How many actions. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, can you see it? Right? But do we really appreciate all of those details? You know, we're so busy with our empty space, we don't really care. We don't really care. You know, sometimes you scroll maybe in I'm looking for my phone. You scroll in Instagram or Facebook, and you know there are those people that travels around the world and taking pictures. And suddenly you see places in the world, like, wow, it really exists. Like, it looks like a beautiful picture that somebody downloaded from his imagination. So for a second I'm like, wow, and I'm continuously scrolling, right? That's it, gone. So there are so many details that we don't even know they exist. But everything comes from where? From this unified form. So imagine what will happen if I will cleave myself with that unified form. Can you imagine that? I'm not sure we can, but... So all of this universe, all of the details come from that unified form. Many, many details. We can even like hold it or handle it in our brain. We barely can handle our day. You know, when you're busy with your work and people come to you and ask you questions, and you're so stressed about your project, you can't even handle those questions. Even you know the answer. Just leave me alone right now, I'm busy. Right? But from the point of the light, everything is one. So my desire need to be what? How can I cleave myself with this form? And what will happen, what is the peaceful mind, remember? When I'm connecting, so now, I don't need to think. I'm just a channel. Imagine the hose, right? In your garden, he start to think. And he says, oh my God, now I need to give water to all those flowers, oh no. And to the trees, no, what I'm going to do? So you're like, no, what's going on? Why there's no water, right? Because he's thinking now. He's doing nothing. So, but it's funny, right? But you just open the faucet, right? And the water coming out of the hose, right? So there's no thought over there. Just flowing water. So this is the same way we're supposed to be. That the light of the Creator will flow through my vessel, and I'm just letting the light to be revealed. That's simple light. But to get to this place of be simple, we need to learn and to work so hard in our consciousness to be simple. And to be simple, one of the things it means, I need to zoom in and out. I need to start to train myself to be zoom in, zoom out. It means, we said in Kabbalah 1, vessel and light, right? So there is a moment I need to be a vessel, and there is a moment I need to be the light. It means there is a moment I need to be the giver, and there is a moment I need to be the receiver. And this is art. Most of the day, our behavior and our thoughts is as a receiver. It's as a vessel. We're not behaving as the light. Even, again, you test what I'm saying. Don't just believe to what I'm saying, okay? When we even, most of the time that we want or we sharing, it's not coming from the right place. Either it's my job, or either I have this notebook that I remember what I did for you. So one day I'm going to collect. Yes. You're laughing because you all have this notebook. It's in the cloud, It's in the cloud, right? And then, when you need something, so you have already, okay, let me call Johnny. Yeah, Johnny, can you help me? No, okay, Maria, this, we have all the list. What do you mean? But I helped you last year, so it's a different study to study about that, right? But we even our sharing become to be from agenda. And we're working with the ego. Listen, I'm a good person, right? There's this hand here, right? And I'm a spiritual person. And I want to be spiritual, right? So the thing is, we need to start to delete all of those type of consciousness and thoughts, and really to practice to be a pure channel of the light. Because the hose, when he shares, he full all the time. All right? He have the most water in him. More than the flowers and the trees, yes or no? Yes. Happy, wow. So imagine if we can be like the hose, 24 hours. How are we going to feel? Happy, smiling all day long. I feel happy all day long, right? But what's the problem? This is how the opponent works. We behave as a takers, not as a givers. Because even I'm giving you, I'm taking from you. I'm not giving you. You have to check it out in your consciousness. When you're sharing something with someone, most of the time, instead of the sharing, you're taking. You're not sharing. And this is why we need to start to practice to really just share and let go. Share and let go. You can't just hold the thought, oh, I just helped this guy. Okay. So it means you're still there. You didn't let go. If you didn't let go, you didn't share. You took it with you. It's like I'm giving you the phone, I'm taking the phone with me. I said, oh, I share with this guy the phone. No, but he's still holding the phone. You didn't let go. We have to start to practice our mind, our brain, to let go. We hold in so much like garbage and so much like agenda. And we still feels what? I'm a good guy, I'm a good person. I'm not saying no, we are good people for sure. But did I connect really with my uniqueness? Did I connected really? Do I really connecting with the true me, like the perfect me? Who is me? Who am I? Who am I? The one that you look in the mirror? Your skin, your blood, your flesh, your clothing. We have to start to connect with our soul, to do more connections with the energies, and to start to pay, because every day, I'm trying to explain in words, but it's you need to feel it. Every day it's really a new day. And it's a new day in the game of life. And if I can clear my mind and wake up to a new day of the game, I can be more proactive and more productive. And I can finish more tasks. Not just the physical tasks, spiritual ones. And I can solve a lot of problems and empty spaces. Because I'm on. So I'm connected. Because I wake up in the morning And I remember yesterday, and a year ago, and 10 years ago, and I know my schedule that I have to do today, so I'm already tired. So I already started, we say like in the left leg, right? So you're doing it because you have to do it. But I can do it, it's my job. Okay. So you're not really proactive, you're not productive, you're just mumbling as a robot, and you come in home and you don't have the energy, you don't have the light. So either you choose to do it, and you have the desire, and you creating like inner like energy, inner stress, or the universe will put stress on you and will pull you, and then you're not going to feel well and or good. So this fight every day, we keep forgetting to connect with the Creator and what is my mission, and we have to remind ourselves, how can I unify my thoughts with the thoughts of creation, with the mission I came here to do? And then I become to be a channel, and I'm just doing my work in a simple way. The same way, if now you're drinking coffee and the coffee fell into the floor, what are you going to do? Freak out and scream and like go crazy? No, you're just bringing something, paper towel, this, you're going to clean it, whatever materials you use, and you're going to clean the floor, and you're going to make a new coffee. What's happened? What do you want to do? So the same way we clean after our mess, the same way we're supposed to clean after our 99% mess, all this empty space. And instead of doing big deal from the empty space and freaking out, just we're supposed to do our work in a simple way, to fix the empty spaces. And they appear during the day. You don't need to look for them, believe me. They will come to you. Just I need to want to see them.
There's no the answer is
Either it's true or it's not true, right? But how do I know it's true? Because the whole world, on the metaphysical level, together with the physicists, it seems to point up to this idea. And without a malchut, that's why Keter cannot even have all of it at one time. Because it didn't reach the point of mud, the point where he can say no. Because Keter should say no. And Keter has its malchut, and it goes through that little big bang, by the way. Goes through it. Or not, it wouldn't happen. The root wouldn't come out. The effects of what happened. We're not the action. It may appear that does anything move without us? It looks like it. But never forget, we are there because we are opposed. We've been told, we've been given everything in a prior lifetime, and now we want it again. But don't ever think for a minute. Don't ever think for a minute that because you want it, that's where it started from. It started because there's light that wants to become revealed. But you are only this little nothing. That if you're only this little nothing, so it's not important. No. Because the rule of the game is the other side. That the Creator cannot consider having shared, having the satisfaction of sharing.
Okay. It's exactly what we talked. I don't know if you pay attention. The thing is, we have that ego about the things that we would like to share, or about our desires. But what the Rav telling us, it's not about us. It's about the light want to be revealed, and the light want to share, right, with us. It's not I'm sharing, because we said, who am I? Do we have something from us to share? What we're sharing, it's the light of the Creator. So it means it doesn't belong to me. Even the soul belongs to the Creator. And the Creator create also our body. So what I can say, it belongs to me. Right? Everything we're using in this world, it's just we're borrowing to do our spiritual work. So then I'm saying, we need to understand, we actually, when we are a channel, okay, this is the energy of this week, but nothingness, right? Nothingness, to be nothing. We're afraid to be nothing. What do you mean nothing? No, I have all this knowledge, I know everything. No, but when we reach in that place of nothing, this is the place that the light can be revealed. Because why we don't like to feel nothing. It's not like we are nothing. It means like we become to be this pure channel. Because of my ego, I don't feel, what do you mean I'm nothing? And then we saying what we're saying. Oh, but I studied this, I am a professor, I'm a teacher, I finished this, I have this car, look at my home. What do you mean I'm nothing? Right? Yeah, but what do you mean you're nothing? You have a small fever, you're in bed. No?
Yes.
So now you need pills or whatever, right, to take the fever down, right? So the universe showing us, oh yeah, all of that, this is ego. Small fever, you're in bed, asking for help. So now, okay, fix it. Can you fix it? Who is taking care of your temperature in the body? That we still the same. You? Yes? You know, there are things that happen automatically we don't even think of. And still we have ego. Me. So I'm saying, what? We are nothing. What are you talking about? We're just supposed to be channel of the light. Because the light want to be revealed. This is why you have this desire. Because we are, each one of us special part of the puzzle. So the light's supposed to reveal this light that you're supposed to reveal. Now you have a new desire to reveal this light. So you can have ego about it. It doesn't belong to you. It doesn't belong to you. It's the light of the Creator that wants to be revealed. So you're just supposed to be a channel for this light. It doesn't belong to us. So yes, I can have the merit that this light will reveal through me. But it doesn't belong to me. Even you're going to receive amazing idea, right? A cure for something. The light just shows you that this light will go through you to save the world. You can't have ego about it. Usually we have, but it doesn't belong to you. People receive things through dreams, right? Through like visions. How it's, you know, all of those inventions, you think what, you study in school? So if you study in school or in college, so why we don't have more inventions? No. A person, whatever the light shows him, he receive what? A vision. Poof, he sees something, poof. Now he try to download it to the 1%. So what I'm saying, it's not about your desire. Yeah, we need to have desire, but the light wants to be revealed. It's not already like at the endless.
Unless you want. So without you, he's also lost. He cannot make manifest that desire to share. The satisfaction of sharing cannot come about provided there is someone who says, give me. So these are the two aspects, opposites, which are not contradictory, but which explain away now why we said good wine has to age, right? Why can't it be instantly? Why can't the fruit come instantly? And we also have with this aspect, why the child who is closer to the root, the 3-year-old, the 5-year-old, having all this wisdom, and yet talk to it. No. That's all it'll say, right? And we're told he has wisdom, nevuah. But the fellow with all the experience at age 70, no prophecy there, only by that little child. So it says, listen to his words, because he's mumbling nevuah. We asked, how is that possible?
Prophecy.
Do you remember? Many, many moons ago, we asked that question. That seems to be it's a fact. Logically, it should be true, because the child is closer to the source, and everything closer to the source has less dilution, it's less enclosed with klipot and layers and so forth, because the further removed, like a lecturer. A lecturer delivers a lecture to the audience, that audience now repeats, and they repeat, and by the time it finally comes back, it's not even what he ever spoke about. So we know that the further removed from the source, the less clarity appears.
We stop here, but it's like the Rav showing us like what we just explained in this night class that why we shouldn't have all this negative ego, not because we need to have a lot of ego to transform. But if we're not transforming it, the klipa gets stronger. And then we feel like I'm right. And I'm fighting for the thing that I'm right about, right? But I'm saying, the Kabbalah explained that a little child, he much more closer than us to the light of greater, and he have prophecy. This is why they're not really talking words. They're mumbling because it's called the Baal Shem Tov explained that, one of the Kabbalists explained that it's called Ruach HaKodesh, like they have the Holy Spirit, right? They're coming through their mouth. They sharing like deep secrets about this world. So because they speak in the holy language, right? So we can understand because we're limited. They speak in a very high level of language. So for us it's like, oh, kuchi, right? With kids, with babies, but they telling secrets. When they mumbling, they telling us secrets. We can understand. But the more we've been there also, we've been babies, right? And we mumbled. But when we grown up, we're getting farther from the source, and then what's happened? We forget. Then when we start to talk, we fall into the world of the klipot. When the child starts to talk, we're like, oh my God, he said daddy, oh wow, he said mommy. We're happy because now we can understand what he's saying. Because we're already in the world of the klipot, so come, join us in the klipot, come. So the thing is, we don't get it. So, and more, like we said, all the certificate, all my knowledge, all whatever I have in the 1% world, still I'm not connected with prophecy. And this little child, this baby, he's more connected than me. Unfortunately, I can't understand him, right? But this is why we need to start, when we're going to start to transform, because we need to have a huge ego. Because we have to have something to transform. But we need to start to, first of all, to recognize it. If I, in my mundane life, I will start to ask to open my spiritual eyes, my spiritual ears, and my spiritual mouth, right? I'm going to change the channel of me receiving more clear messages. And then my thoughts will be more connected. My eyes will start to see the good in everything. And my mouth will choose the right words. Not according to my ego, according what is the right thing right now to say, again, to elevate the person, to elevate me, and to elevate the situation to the level of the light. Because in the end of the day, what we want to do, we want to create what? More peace. What is peaceful mind? More peace. It means everything is one. Right? There is a circuit even in my thoughts. So more peace, more circuitry, more love, more unity. Even though we don't say it, but this is what we're looking for. So when we feel united with people, we feel good. When there is those days that everything like flowing in the office, you feel like, wow, I saw something, he did it, like, wow. So we have to taste from those energies. And now we need to learn how to repeat it, how to do it again. So when we're tasting something, it doesn't mean it happened like suddenly. We did something or someone did something, that those days happens, right? So I know it's there, it exists. Now I need to start to change myself and to create those moments again and again. This is what we need to do. It's not going to suddenly happen by itself. We have to choose to do it. So let's take this energy of whatever you received tonight and click with your heart, click with your energy, that you will be willing to change it from tonight and test it. Try not to forget what clicked for you, because we are different people. Take it and start to practice in your own lives. Because if not, how are we going to see a change? Change is something that doesn't exist right now in my world. This is why it's called a change, right? And we don't like changes. I want to stay in the same place and to have a change. I'm sorry, it can't happen. So I have to start to create changes. And then I'm breaking those walls to receive more light, more energy into my life, and then I can affect more people. Good luck.